Hello, everyone. We are back again with another Invincible CEO. My name is Denise B. Povernick, and I am the CEO of Secret Weapon, and I am an energetic experience alchemist. I help you get into your infinite energy so that you can live the life of your dreams, have the business of your dreams, the career that you can't even begin to believe how amazing it's going to get. And it's all about getting out of your mind, going mindless, and getting into the wonderful energy. And I have so many wonderful friends and clients that I get to work with every day. And it is my joy to introduce you to them today. And today I have with us Schroeder Nordholt. He is the CEO of My Music Theme and has lots of upcoming adventures to share with us today. So I'm going to turn it right over to Schroeder. You can let everybody know about you and what you do and share your magic.
Awesome. Thank you, Denise. What I do, which is I'm a composer and I make music for the inner superhero of whoever I'm working with at the time. And because it reflects their innermost activated, authentic selves, it also then reflects their brand very, very well, really effectively. So it's a branding tool as well. It's a superhero theme music. I also train vocally. I'm working on a series of programs at the moment for training your voice for speaking. So it's a vocal training program, not for singers. It's professional vocal work. It's amazingly fun and super unique. There's nothing like it. And those are going to be upcoming, and I'm excited to launch that up in the coming future. That's a bit about me, and it's been an incredible journey with Denise. So what do you want to?
Yeah, so I do want to share that you are composing for me my CEO Secret Weapon entrance music when I walk into a room. I always think about when I'm watching a TV show or a movie and they have that background music like the dun dun dun, and you kind of know what's coming up. So Schroeder is composing that music for me, and also he's helping compose some music for me for meditations and for subliminals that'll be offered in the future. So it's just been so much fun working with you. And you were also a member of the January pod of the Invincible CEO Elite Program. So we want to hear from you what your experience has been like in that program and working with me, working together.
It's hard to put into words. I'll try my best. First of all, and without getting into too much personal details over this broadcast, the timing could not have been more perfect for me, and I believe anybody who enters your program, for them it's also for whatever their reasons as being perfect. For me, it was. Yeah, I'll just sum it up as a classic. I was in mid-classic midlife crisis at the time. I don't think I shudder to think where I would have ended up had not been for your program. Like literally, it saved my life. To not be over dramatic, I guess, or whatever. I don't know where I'd be. Like I was thinking about it like today and yesterday, just. Compared to, like, if I would to an astronaut, I'd be gone. Like I'd be gone. Like there'd be no point to that kind of thing, or something like that. Like it's really been a focal point of grounding, and I like to use the word anchoring a lot, and that has been really just that image, and so for any concept, had that image of anchoring in. Yeah.
Okay.
So that I'm not floating off.
Yeah. So what do you feel are a few things that you got out of the program that helped you the most? I know it's a lot to add because there's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably not the most thing, but like the sense of community in the program. Like I love everyone in that. There's so much love that I feel like I don't have. It's like moving through, right? I mean, that's a big thing though. Like I just felt that, like it felt like, it feels like a and this is like, in the same, to answer the question, it's one of the biggest things is that feeling of belonging. to a group that, I think you call them misfits, or
Yeah.
you describe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like priceless, actually. That's actually priceless, because you walk through life, and I am like, it's just like nobody nobody connects with, well, not nobody, but like you help to draw out that within me and your clients, that sense that we all have, that there's more to our abilities, and like what we've been gifted as humans energetically is so much bigger than we've been taught. Like it's not even I can't even believe, like, we all walk around with just thinking like this is it and things, and yet we have this knowing, like this deeper knowing, and that's what I think a lot of suffering is this like we know something, but we don't know that we know it, because it's even, but it whittles away at inside of us. I think this kind of like unsettled feeling somehow. You're not you're not fully alive. You're not fully living your purpose. So you've really helped me to tap into that. So I feel connected with a bigger purpose. It's bigger than music. Like music is like my particular niche or whatever, but it's
your vehicle. Yeah. I feel like it's I call that the existing hamster wheel, where you're just existing. You're going through the motions of life. There's no joy there. It's just getting things done to go to bed, get up and get things done the next day.
Yeah.
So we want to take you from existing to living, right?
Yeah.
So what do you feel made the Invincible CEO Elite Program different compared to other programs you looked at or were part of?
Oh, like there's no comparison. There's like we hear a lot about over delivering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's over delivering, and then there's you. Like, sorry, you can't see, like, how I'm putting my arm way up here somewhere. You can't really see it. Okay, anyhow, like, and you do it in such a way that's not like, okay, what can I also over deliver about? Like, you're not. It's just like you have so much to give.
Yeah.
So, did you want specifics? Like, that's pretty broad.
Yeah. Well, and we can start broad and come specific. For me, it's I can't do anything halfway. If I'm going to do it, I have to do and give my all, because I know that there's a person on the other side of this computer screen with a life and a family. So if you're going to invest money and invest time working with me, then I want to make sure that you get a huge return on that investment. Do you feel that happened in that program?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I really feel that you're, I mean, that's definitely authentic. And it's by example, like you live it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's also apparent. It's very clear.
So if you can get more specific, what else how do you feel that the program is different?
Well, I mean, like, I don't know another, maybe there are, I don't think so though, of programs that really delve into that energy as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With those foundational energy elements and techniques, you've got like each element. There were so many, and I have to go back in even to remember certain ones.
Yeah.
There were so many, but and each one is so powerful. Like just each one could be its own program. To me.
Yeah.
You could blow each one into its own, like unpack like the ring test and really, for example, and
that's a favorite people because it's a simple one. Yeah,
but that one is the one that hooked me. Like that was the one that was like, okay, everything. If this is true, which it turned out to be true, because I didn't want to.
Through your experience, not because I said it, but through your personal experience.
Totally. Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I'm sitting there just going, no, I don't believe you. And so when I did it and it worked every time, and that was okay. So everything else that you're saying, I'm gonna buy it, because that just I couldn't get. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just it blew my mind. So
good.
So anything else unbelievable that you may say, I'm gonna now believe. Yeah.
So how has your thinking? Because we tell you not to think, but when you stop thinking those hamster thoughts and the monkey thoughts, and you get out of that negative mindset. Tell me how your thinking has changed now compared to when we started in the beginning of January, the different leveling up your thoughts have achieved.
I don't have anything to say because I'm not thinking.
Yeah, right. You're so in the perfect. I don't know. I'm sitting here going, "Oh, good, he paused." Because when I first met you, you were just like, "Boom, boom." You know, here's words, and now you paused, and that inner reflection, right? So powerful. Like it's just such a joy for me to watch you expand and step into the person as we created your new story that you wanted to be. So why don't you share some of the joys you've experienced in this expansion of how your business is growing?
Of how, sorry, I lost the tail end of that.
How your business is growing, the joys of how your business, the opportunities that are showing up and so forth. I'm so excited for you.
It's mind-boggling. I can't even believe, and so how interconnected is it? I guess it is. It's not like you walked me through the connection, but the energy, it's not, it's all connected for sure.
So what are some of the things that are happening for you now?
I don't know. I have to go back into my notepad. I mean, I made a list for our last call there. Let me pull some. I mean, I've met some just, I don't know. I'm potentially composing with Disney.
Awesome.
Else. That's what I wanted to say about your group. I feel like it's a combination of X-Men and some Disney movies, some Disney cartoons.
Disney is the Invincible CEO Program.
We're all
you'll have superpowers, and you'll sing and you'll dance about it, and create a musical at the same time.
Absolutely,
totally get that, right? Yeah. So, what have you discovered? Let's talk about the X-Men aspect of it. What is your superpower now that you are aware of that you weren't aware of before?
Conjuring more easily, reaching into the darkness and pulling out a melody. I mean, I could do that, but it's more refined, that kind of aspect of creating from energy, as opposed to just I think I'll write some music, which I've always been okay. I'm just getting better and better though at pulling out, it's already done. I just have to now. You know what I mean?
The fun part is the how, right? How it shows up, how you engage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. It's the relationship between how it shows up, absolutely, as opposed to just my own. Before, it was my own, just limited, me writing a piece of music, and now it's me working with the universe.
Yeah,
and I use the word conjuring because it's conjuring like magic. It's
that's what the energy is. It's the magic within you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you know it's there, you can never not know it's there.
You can never not know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I know in the beginning, when we were going back and forth before the program started, you had some reservations and concerns about starting the program. How going through the program and looking back at that time, how do you see your mindset different?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, there's more clarity, there's more space between and not having to, I don't know, jump on. There's more space between, a gap, that gap they talk about in meditation, between the thoughts and things.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more positive, only the bad side of whatever is not even on the table anymore, as far as, that's not even an option, some kind of bad alternative to whatever situation. It's that's not even a consideration.
Yeah. How awesome is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you have collaborations going. You have a potential collaboration with Disney. There was talk about a TV show. Can you believe this is your life now?
I know the list of things, and it's still in the potential. Well, no, I mean, I've got jobs right now. But I'm just saying, the Disney thing, the TV show, they're sort of in second circle, third circle, they're out somewhere still, but they're coming closer, and and that list is staggering. I'm just what? So many days I'm just how did that just happen though? I'll get off a call and I'll just be wait a minute, what just happened? I think I'm writing a TV show, or the music for it's a sports show, the one that I just recently. Mm-hmm.
So how would you say you have tapped into knowing yourself better?
Yeah, I'm on the path. I feel like I'm like where before I was like, I feel like I'm in kindergarten still. Like I do feel like there's a long way to go still, but I feel like I've made a lot of progress too. I'm more just aligned. Like when we went into 2020, I don't know where, there's all these memes and blah, blah, blah. And like, it's like one of them was like, think of like, what's your word for 2020 or whatever. And right away I was like alignment, like, cause my life was just a train wreck. Like everything was had fallen apart, and I was in mid, like floating, like, just like, what the hell am I going to do with my actual life?
Right.
Oh yeah. And so the word alignment, and so your program has like put me right in alignment with the journey. Like, so I'm saying, I'm not, and nobody's there. Like, the great masters like talk about, like, it's, you're never there. And so anyways, I'm a happy graduate of kindergarten.
Speaking of that, I got to bring in, because I talked with the other CEOs that were on earlier. We talked about the toy box. How'd you like
I love the toy box.
Into that inner child toy box.
I love the toy box. I took it to different levels too, like sneaking up on my kids with elastic bands. Like, so doing like battle rolls around the corner, like and shooting it in mid battle roll, pew, and freaking them out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because all of your faces were priceless when I'm like, all right, guys, you're going to create a toy box, and you're all looking like, oh my gosh, lost her mind.
Like, what did we pay for? Or
exactly, right? Like, we're paying all this for us to create a toy box that we're going to play with our toys every day. Yeah. But what exactly did that do for you? What do you feel energetically? What did it do for you?
So it puts you in this giddy, fun, mindset, like, and allows, like, we all want to have play. But we're so wrapped up in the stresses, right? Of
adulting, right?
Adulting, yeah. The responsibility sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. I tell my students, like my kid students, like,
don't grow up.
Only certain ones, and I'm like, well, you know what I mean. But basically, the idea of enjoy being a kid, because it kind of sucks being. It's like,
you can be a big kid as an adult.
But then that's what that helped with. Exactly, you gave that permission that we all want. Like, we all want to goof around.
Yeah.
In a fun way, in a safe way, whatever. And so it's that childlike, and the Bible talk, like, like, be as a child, be as a child. Like, that's one of Jesus' things, right? And I'm not a religious person, but I grew up Catholic though, so I have a lot of Catholic baggage, but I've let go of that. But like the truth stuff, and so there's correlations that I pick up on. I'm like, oh, that's like that thing that Jesus was saying, like, be as a child, the kingdom of heaven. Be as a child in order to access whatever the kingdom of heaven or whatever. So it's like accessing that here now in our life now. It really is like that. It feels like that, because it's like to give yourself the permission to be goofy.
Yeah. And to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Yes.
It's more powerful than, yeah.
So if I were to ask you, because we're going to be starting a personal CEO, Chief Energy Officer of your life, an 8-week program starting on August 24th. And if someone is watching this video and they are on the fence of whether they should sign up, join up for the 8-week course, what would you say to them?
Get off of the fence, man, or woman, person.
Yeah.
Just get off of it.
Why should they get off it?
Well, I feel like you're on it because you're like, oh, I need something. Like, don't do the other thing. Like, if you're going to do something, do this. Like, if you're on Denise's fence, like, don't even, like, take everything off the table. Like, yeah. There's nothing that you'll get that's, like, again, like this over delivering. I mean, it's just like beyond over delivering. That's not even the word for it. I don't even know what the word for it is.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted it to be, in that program, we met 3 times a week live.
Yeah, that's it.
On Zoom. It wasn't
right there. Yeah.
there was recordings after we had the session, but prior to, it really, as much as I could mimic what I do in real life when I'm doing a course and offering a class with people, is what I wanted people online all over the country. And of course, you're in Canada, to have as close to that experience as possible. So that you felt loved and cherished, and there's a community. So how does it feel to have that community and that support in your court there?
Yeah, super. That's the thing. Yeah, I feel like moving forward. I think I mentioned it in the group at one point that we'll have a connection in years to come. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I loved everyone, and there was just this sense of love. Like, I don't know why. I mean, it just was. And it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, definitely moving forward. That little group. Yeah, definitely. What was the question?
I know, right? Boom, level up. You just leveled up.
Yeah.
So, and the reason why, and I really want to differentiate this, that once we close enrollment, that, if your group has 8 people or 10 people, no one gets added. That's your group for the 8 weeks or the 6 months or however long, because it allows the sense of community. You bond with the people that are there. Yeah. And it allows you, in a short amount of time, to really open up and be vulnerable, sharing your wins, sharing your frustrations, and that whole group encourages you to just move forward fearlessly. Would you say that was your experience?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So the question I've been asking people this morning is, do you hear me in your head saying things to you when I'm not there? Little things that repeat over and over. And so what would that be? When do you hear my voice?
Yeah, I've heard people say that from your program. For me, it was more like stuff would happen. And I'd be like, that's such a Denise thing. Like you orchestrated something to make that happen.
Right. Like sending the energy.
Yeah. Like undeniably though. Like I'd just be like, whoa. Yeah. I'm trying to think of an example. It's so hard. I should have written them all down, because there were a lot of times where I was just like, what? That doesn't add up.
And this is really important that you're sharing that you can't remember, because when you are in the now moment and when you are really in the flow of energy, there's really not a whole lot of need to recall things, because each moment is so freaking amazing that you want to stay in that moment and be here and be present, because it just keeps getting better and better and better and better.
It actually does, yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm so thrilled and honored that you really trusted in me. I know there was hesitation when we first we had several conversations. Yeah. So it's not just like you sign up for this program and I pop you in it. Would you agree that we went through this process to make sure that we were both a good fit for each other and the program was a good fit for you? Yeah, that's absolutely. Very important.
Sort of that vetting process, you mean, almost like
vetting process
for both sides. Yeah.
And would you agree that all the things that I promised that you have received during the course of our 6 months together, and you keep saying over delivering, but was it as I promised it, that nothing was ever taken away? It was always given more. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, the only thing I could say, I personally could have used more of a kick in the ass of like, why is the blah 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 not there? Or but that's the whatever. Like
and that's me giving you that space, because it's easy for me to smack you upside the head, and I'm open for that. Not
next time I would actually give you more like personal, like from me to you, knowing who I am, who I am now, like please smack me upside the head more or whatever. Like just like feel free to check in and be like, so blah 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 topic.
And well, we kind of had an email conversation recently that was the gist of it. Yeah. So in time, but what I really love doing is kind of giving some suggestions and then watching where you go with it to see how you really ingest it and processed and are experiencing what we talked about, right? Instead of we going, nope, you're not doing it right. You're not doing that. That's never going to happen in any of my programs. It's always giving you that space. Yeah. Right. So this has just been such an honor for me to see your growth, to watch you expand. I'm thrilled with the music that you've done for me so far. So if anyone here needs theme music or wants to contact you, where are they going to find you?
Good question. On Earth,
Yes.
at least there's that.
Most of the time, right?
Let's narrow it down.
Yeah. But online, where will they find you?
That already is narrowed down. On Earth, that's the narrowed down version. You don't have to search the whole universe. Like, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah. So is it mythememusic.com, correct?
Sorry, mymusictheme.net.
My Music Theme. That's it. My Music Theme. And then also on Facebook, they'll find you. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Any last parting words that you want to share with those who are watching and that will watch the recording?
Get off the fence.
Get off the fence.
Work with Denise.
Yeah.
It will change your life like nothing else.
Yeah. Awesome.
It just will.
Awesome. All right, Schroeder, thank you so much for being part of this. And just to remind everybody, I will be back here at noon with the wonderful Andrea Warren. She's going to share her experience.
Nice.
We're going to have more of these sessions all throughout the day until 6 p.m. So thank you.
That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, I know. Everybody said yes. I'm like, can you guys come on for interviews? And everybody's like, yeah, sign me up. So I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.